To me, this is all about G20 and three men there deciding the fate of oil.
Well, we have an OPEC meeting next week in Vienna, but you are absolutely right. The OPEC meeting is going to be decided over the next 2 days in Buenos Aires, where the G20 is meeting. On the sidelines there, we are expecting a meeting between Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, and Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. The two have been managing together the oil market for the last 2 years, and they need to decide whether they can cut production. But the other key person in the G20 is Donald Trump, who had made very clear to the Saudis that he still wants even lower prices than that $50 oil that we got today on West Texas Intermediate. So over the next 2 days, we are going to know whether OPEC can cut production next week.
So are these leaders able to separate geopolitics from oil, the oil market?
Well, for the last few years, we have seen Saudi Arabia and Russia being able to separate politics from the oil market. If you think about the Saudis and the Russians, they were in opposite sides, for example, on the Syrian war, but they were able to collaborate in the oil market. Can Trump put geopolitics aside and let the two manage the market? I don't think that the Trump will put geopolitics apart whatsoever. If anything, he can go to the Saudis and say, I am your last friend because I'm supporting you after the killing of Jamal Khashoggi, the Saudi journalist. So I do think that politics are going to get mixed in oil very, very, very intensive in Buenos Aires.
So in that respect, who has the leverage?
Well, Trump has the leverage over the Saudis, and the Saudis have very, very few options, and all of them are quite bad. They can anger or disappoint Trump and cut production, or they can see prices go even lower and then suffer a big economic blow next year. Those two options are really bad for the Saudis, and we will see what Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman decide. But he doesn't have good options in this meeting. Probably it's the most complicated meeting for the Saudis in many decades.